Alright, got my through bolt with lock washers on. Belts are tensioned. Boing, bonk. That one's really tight. Yeah. And let's see if I can do this. Everything turns. So that tells me that pulling on the fan that the belts are tight, at least tight enough, if not too tight. We'll see. Because that's just on the water pump pulley, and the harmonic balancer turns everything else in the engine. So that is now all one integral unit. Yay. So, one stupid little thing crossed off the list. I installed the starter. Let me just say I hate putting in starters, or at least this starter. I've had this one in and out like 6 times. Well, the starter on this car, I should say, not this one. Because I had the problem with the engine not starting. I replaced the starter, and then it just sounded terrible right from the get-go. Had the split housing. I didn't realize that until I started tearing into this a year ago. So that was probably bad right from day one. But, you know, a year later it's too late to take it back and say, hey, the housing was cracked. Yeah. So I do need to get the wiring harness on and do some brake line work, because I snapped a brake line trying to connect things back up to the master cylinder. So I've got a bunch of stuff I need to do before I can do a test fire. So I'm going to make a list of things that I need to do to get a test fire, because I'm going to get so eager, anxious, I'm going to skip some things. Oh yeah, where are you? There you are. Fuel filter, got to replace that, as well as the line to get me from my hard line to my fuel pump. Getting the core support, radiator support ready. Looks all black and pretty from here. It's dirty and rusty, and it's getting cleaned up. I'm going to get new mounting bushings, or whatever you call that, for the radiator to sit on. And once I have the radiator support in, I can put everything else in, except the fenders, because I think I'm going to leave them off to paint the jambs of the car. Not sure, still trying to make up my mind about all that. And yeah, so anyway, thank you very much, Anthony, for your video on the distributor. Very informative. People had told me techniques using a timing light or finding top dead center on cylinder 1, either with the thumb on the spark plug hole compression test thing, or using a screwdriver to find top dead center with the piston coming up in the bore. Although that doesn't tell me what's exhaust and what is compression. But yeah, the thumb over the hole will get me my compression stroke identified, and then I could use the screwdriver down to feel the hole, the piston. I'm kind of tired, and I'm losing my voice for some reason. I don't know why. So anyway, I'm looking forward to your video part 2, using the timing light and lightsaber in hits of ram filter. Yep. So, cool.